Jurassic World is spectacular, but is it scientifically accurate? We are here at the Natural History Museum in Los Angeles to find out. Now we have Jack Horner, who is creating or wanting to create a somewhat of a chicken dinosaur hybrid, somewhat like the hybrids in the movie. Well, we're going to go find out, so hold on to your butts.
We just simply do not have dinosaur DNA. Birds are living dinosaurs, and therefore they are carrying some part of ancestral DNA. Attempt to take a bird and look for some ancestral genes that might be turned off that we could turn back on again, or some genetic pathways that would make some characteristics that looked more dinosaur-like. We will make a dino chicken-like animal pretty soon.
We are here with Dr. Luis Chiappa. He's the director of the Dinosaur Institute and a respected paleontologist. So what we're talking about today is Jurassic World. It is a spectacular movie, but how scientifically accurate is it? We talked a little bit with Jack Horner about the idea of creating a chicken dinosaur hybrid. What is the likelihood of that, and what are the implications?
Well, I think that there are parts of the movie that are well grounded in science, but of course it's taking to Hollywood. So the idea of bringing alive a chicken dinosaur is possible in the sense of, you know, maybe bringing some of the attributes that we see in dinosaurs back to life, a long tail, claws in their hands and things like that. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be less of a chicken. It's going to be a weirdo chicken if you want.
Is that the closest we have to actually making a reality of bringing back dinosaurs?
I think so. I think it's probably as close as you're going to get. For us, it's not really the bringing back an animal like that matters. Is what you learn in the process, is, you know, the ability to determine what are the genes that led to the modifications that essentially resulted in the evolution from an animal like T-Rex that we have here to a pigeon or a chicken or a hummingbird.
So when we're watching the movie, we see colors on the dinosaurs, we see behaviors, we hear sounds, we know that they have a certain level of intelligence. How is that inferred, or is that mostly, would you say, movie magic?
A lot of that is inferred from what we know of the fossil record of dinosaurs. We know that dinosaurs, some of them were social, we know that some of them were colorful. We can infer some of the sounds of the dinosaurs that would have been low-frequency sound. So we can infer a number of things, but of course, you know, it's a fictional movie, and all these things, you know, are inferred, taken to an extreme.
There is research that concludes that dinosaurs did have feathers, but of course, the Jurassic Park movies leading up to this didn't have feathers, and I don't think they continue to have feathers. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, again, I mean, it's the decision of the producers and the creators of the movie. You know, I've heard many times that they decided to do that because a feather velociraptor would have been less scary than the kind of more like a reptilian velociraptor. We have plenty of evidence indicating that Velociraptor had feathers. You know, I think it's a decision, as you know, of the filmmakers. But I think that in that sense, the movie does not represent what we know about the animal well.
There's a lot of sides to this that I think the movie is presenting, but what are your feelings on de-extinction? I mean, there are, of course, ethical implications, but there are also physical implications for our world.
I think we have to be careful about de-extinction, and in terms of bringing and releasing in the wild species that have not longer been around for a long time, because we're adding a component to the ecosystem that is no longer there, and those ecosystems have changed from the time these animals lived. We cannot expect that just simply because we say de-extinct the woolly mammoths, we're going to go back to the ecosystems of the late Pleistocene epoch, 12,000 years ago. Those ecosystems are no longer around, and it could create more of a problem than what the benefit. And now from the showman point of view, of course, you could create a zoo with woolly mammoths.
Is that a good idea, though? Because it seems like Jurassic Park is teaching us that's not the best idea.
I think that woolly mammoths are extinct. They became extinct thousands of years ago. I would let them be where they are.
All right. Well, thanks so much for talking to us, Dr. Chiappe. It was a pleasure to find out the scientific implications of Jurassic World, or maybe lack thereof. Thanks for watching Nerd Alert. We'll see you next time.